Hello, good morning, and welcome to the celebration space. I'm sorry, my fireplace is being a little bit loud. Let me turn it down. I wanted to put that on here because today is all about getting cozy and my favorite ways to get cozy. It is cozy season. So I wanted to just start by saying making any space cozy starts with you. And that means putting on something cozy. For me, I like really big sweaters and things that are really fuzzy. And then I like big socks too. Sorry, my foot is right by the camera. But I like to, wear some leggings and a big sweater and start with myself to get really cozy. And then, we'll go to the Lyman's cracking up about the fireplace. I don't have a fireplace. I live in Georgia in an apartment. And one of my favorite things is when we would test the battery life of our Chromebooks that I used to work with when I was running events all over the country, and I had to test the battery life of these Chromebooks just to see which ones maybe were starting to die out, which ones were still, peak efficiency so that we could use those for our longer events. This is a video, 10 hours of a fireplace and fireplace crackling. So this is, my very old school 2010 MacBook Pro. So this is my older computer, and I will just put this on even in the background when I'm working on my more current computer, or when I'm doing something like reading a book. I already finished Untamed, but I think that it's just such a good book that I wanted to kind of plug it again. And so making things cozy, deciding what you want to do with your cozy, but definitely a little fireplace in the background, never hurt anyone. Tyler and I have a projector that we actually put the fireplace up on the wall and blew up the air mattress and played board games and just had the fireplace playing in the background. So it just creates a really cozy environment. Other things that create a little bit of cozy include, of course, some candles. If you've watched my other videos, you probably know that I'm a big fan of candles, and they're also really powerful for feng shui and bringing in different elements into your environment to help bring a sense of peace and calm, and also they smell good, so of course that's always going to be helpful. Speaking of smelling good, I have this little aromatherapy diffuser which also brings the element of water, and I usually do, right now I'm diffusing cinnamon, but it's really tiny. As you can tell, I keep it really high up so it doesn't really affect the cats as much. And I always mix it with water and dilute it. So this is really awesome though, because I'm talking about how to make any space cozy. So you can put on this fireplace any space. You could be in a hotel room. You could be anywhere that you have internet connection. This is a traveler, so you can always have this or have a little roll-on oil diffuser or whatever you need. This little candle, this guy is a little travel guy and is a tea candle. So I'm trying to help you guys with any space. I'm being for real. Also, bringing in, as we're on the element train, something green, even if it's fake. This is a little, succulent. That's a little guy that I keep in this guest bedroom that I love just for a pop of color, pop of green. And then also something seasonal. So having something like a little pumpkin, since we are still in November. I know a lot of people are getting their Christmas decorations put up already. I'm thinking about it, but right now I'm still just loving fall. The trees are changing outside the window, so I'm not quite ready for Christmas yet. So a couple of other things, if you like, I didn't like this because I knew I was going to be picking it up, but incense is also something that brings me a lot of peace and is a little bit more fragrant and makes you feel a little bit more like you're in a spa no matter where you are. And as long as you have a holder and you can keep it from anything flammable or any animals or children, usually that will bring a huge sense of calm. If you can't travel with a candle or a diffuser or any of these things, something that you can do that will help you relax just in general and create a cozy space is to have less overhead lighting and create more elements of lighting that are going to be a little bit more twinkly maybe. So I love different areas of light. I wanted to show you guys, this is a little, I had this mason jar and my mom got me these little copper fairy lights, and so for me this reminds me of being a kid and having fireflies in a mason jar. So I love this, and this is small enough that I could travel with it. We also have little fairy lights across our bed in the guest room, so you can see those right there. And something else before we go on to some other things that are in this guest room that I think make it a particularly cozy space that we pull from different places around the house is I wanted to talk about coasters, which maybe sounds weird, but having a coaster in a place where you want to be cozy. We have a lot of wood, tables and things, so I have coasters all over the place, and this creates a space and kind of jogs your memory to get a cup of tea, get a cup of coffee, and maybe just, sip it slowly in a space where you can just hole up for a little while. If you're gonna put something down on a coaster, you're probably sitting there for a minute. So just kind of having something cute and cozy that reminds you and triggers you to slow down a little bit and make a little bit of a cozy space. Maybe light a candle, maybe, light some incense or some little fairy lights, or, go through the whole ordeal of turning on the fireplace. But I think it's really fun. So some other things I want to talk about. Oh, and of course, maybe getting off your phone and reading a book is always going to make you come down and get a little bit more cozy. Or board games. I didn't get out any board games, but because it's just me flying solo today. But I think those are another great way to unwind and get cozy. So other things I want to talk about. I'm going to stand up and get this chair out of the way. And one of the ways that I like to make things really cozy is by having in every single room some extra blankets and pillows. So this is a really big pillow. Just got this from Target. It was $30. It was kind of pricey, but I feel like I've already gotten so much use out of it. If you're a floor dweller like me and you like to play board games on the floor, or just sit on the floor, or watch TV, or do different things, it's like the perfect plop station, and also is really great for just like leaning back. It also makes a wonderful cat bed. The cats seem to love it. And this is an old laundry basket that I used to use. We got a new laundry basket, and so for this I really just put nice cozy things. I don't know if you've ever had a stomach ache and you just like hold a pillow on your stomach, but it always seems to help. Something fuzzy. This is a nice big fuzzy blanket, and there's another big fuzzy blanket under there. So we have a whole other dresser in the guest room closet of more comforters and different things, but these are the real fuzzy cozy things. And one of the ways you know that there are real fuzzy cozy things in here is this also has been a cat bed for Millie. She will just crawl right in here and cozy up. So this we keep right next to our guest bed, just so that when anyone is here they can always grab an extra blankie or a fuzzy pillow, and then we usually show them where the extra pillows and other blankets are too, in case they don't want to be super fuzzy and cozy. So, and beyond that, I also have shown this before, but I keep a blanket at the end of each bed in the house. So that's mostly because I'm a really cold sleeper. So I'm someone that, I want to always have here. So this is just on the end of any bed. Also, one of the main cozy spaces is right over here. You can see my stack of books. It's getting blown out a little bit, but this is where I keep my main fuzzy blanket, and this is where the cats love to sleep as well. So if you're looking to know where cozy things are in your house and you have cats, they're probably where the cats go. So this is a little recap of some of the things we've talked about. So just to kind of go over again, and I don't even have my coffee on my coaster, which is crazy. So again, just trying to unwind with activities and create cozy spaces around quality time with yourself and self-care by reading a book or doing an independent activity, or maybe playing board games or something with loved ones, with turning off your electronics as much as possible, except for maybe a fireplace to create a little ambiance, maybe lighting a candle, bringing in some plants to get some good, chi flowing, and then having some aromas if you wanted to bring that in, some fairy lights, some big cozy things, and always starting with what you're wearing and what makes you most comfortable. So that is what I have for you. Oh, and of course, don't forget to leave hints of cozy to trigger your brain that you should, slow down, have a cup of coffee, and that is what I have for you today. I hope that this was kind of fun. If nothing else, you know now that there is a 10-hour video of a fireplace on YouTube that you can throw up and test your own battery life, or you can just get a little bit of cozy in your day. So thank you again for watching. Please drop any other suggestions of things that make you feel particularly cozy. And until next time, have a cozy weekend and enjoy celebrating today.